Hey, 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 hey. Are we ready to go right now? Oh my goodness. It's been a morning already. I always come with that though, don't I? It's always been a morning. I try to get us up and running and hey, I'm just going to do what I need to do. I'm live on youtube.com at educator to trader. Always something to try to get you undistracted. Always something, isn't it? Always something. Well, we're here. We're here and we're live. We're here and we're live. That's what we're talking about right now is we're here and we're live. All right. Let's go. Let's go. I'm about 10 minutes late, so that means I need to keep it pushing because I still got to go teach after this. Still got to go teach after this is all over. Talking with my husband just before the show started. Looked like somebody don't got a hope to our card. We were on vacation last week, and now we see all these things popping up into our account that is not us. All this stuff popping up into our account that is not us. Where it is, who is you? Who is you? Don't know what all this stuff is. So try not to be distracted by that, but here we go. Here we go. So good morning, all. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure everything is showing up like it should be showing up this morning. And let's see what the market has to offer us today. On today. All right. Are y'all here? Are y'all here? Good morning. 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 Hey, everybody. Blessed. The Lord is to be praised in every situation, every circumstance, and every season. In case you were wondering, every circumstance, every situation, and every season, he is to be praised. Let me change the camera because I think I've got the wrong camera angle going. I want this camera. Yes. And I want to make sure that I've got the right microphone, which let's fix all the pieces and the parts to make sure we got the right show going. There we go. Woo! Huh. Looks like a whole different place. Two different cameras, two different people. It's the same person. Just different camera angles. Hey, Janae. Hey, Miss Marsha. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Let's see what the market has. Listen, Janae, I'm getting ready to crown you. Ooh, getting ready to give you access to the alerts channel so you can call trades. Yeah, that's what I need you to do, though. Not just I'm being funny, but I'm not being funny. I really need you to start putting your trades into the Telegram. I really do. I really, because you're doing your thing, girlfriend. You're doing your thing. I'm so proud. I'm so very proud. All righty. So let me show us what we're looking at this morning. I'm not joking, by the way. Just so you're I'm not joking about that. Okay? Okay. The VIX is at 15.91 this morning, up a little bit, means the market's down a little bit. There's that. Okay, I'm saying that too because I see where you are and I got faith in what you're doing. All right, you're doing a good job. Target taps former intern as new CEO. COO Michael Fidelki will have challenges right out of the gate as he takes over from longtime CEO Brian Cornell in February. Yeah, Target earnings beat a low bar, but sales keep falling. Try us. Try me. Yeah, don't. Somebody, a friend of mine, she was on Facebook yesterday. She said the vibe in Target is just off. I'm like, yeah, you what they say, FAFO, fool around and find out. Fool around and find out. Fool around and find out. I know you did, baby. And you didn't get it all from me because you've done a lot of work on your own. So you didn't get it all from me. No, ma'am. I might have just pulled out some of the pieces and brought it all together, but you definitely did not get it all from me. Okay. Trump snapped up Meta debt in 104 million bond buying spree. See, I'm interested in this. Trump bought Meta's debt. I'm wondering what it is that Trump sees that he went and bought up all of Meta's debt with, even if he bought it with bond buying. I don't know what that means really, but what does that really mean? This holds some interest for me. This caught my attention. Hope that don't just fly under the radar. Okay. U.S. tech stocks hit by concerns over future of AI boom, which falls into the Meta. These two things go together because Meta is one of those AI leaders, right? TJ Maxx raises annual profit forecast on strong demand. Girl, the TJ Maxx store is just so loaded with stuff. When you go on TJ Maxx, it's just loaded. I'm like, I can't. And then the line be out the wazoo. You know why? It's all y'all in here buying right now. I don't know. Okay. JP Morgan and MUFG near 22 billion data center financing deal in Texas. Now that data thing, I'm telling you, the data centers, if you're looking at something to get in on data centers, because we're not stopping pulling data and somebody's got to hold it and process it. All right. This summer's hottest trend on Wall Street, private for longer. Intel gets an edge in Trump deal challenge by talking about Intel. Lowe's post sales growth to Lowe's post sales return to growth. I'm trying to read too fast. Raises 2025 target. U.S. stocks were steady after tech sell-off with Target and Fed in focus. Anything happening over here? All righty. I think the thing with the Target and that, those are two key pieces of information. So let's move on from there. Let's see what's over here on CNBC. Right when I come to you, you find CNBC until we get on this live, and then you decide you don't want to show up. Here we go. Stocks making the biggest moves: pre-market, Target, Lowe's, Snowflake, and more. The Dow futures, S&P futures, and NASDAQ futures are all red this morning. Oil and U.S. 10-year bonds are green. S&P futures slip as investors weigh retail earnings and await the Fed minutes. We're waiting those minutes. And the minutes are basically from the 2 weeks ago press release or press conference, and now we get to see the minutes of exactly what was said the entire time, right? So people can kind of weed through those and see what was said here. Stock 600, FTSE, and CAC are all green. DAX and FTSE Milano are red. European defense stocks extend losses on resurging hopes for Ukraine ceasefire. Over in Asia, everything's green except for the Nikkei. Asian markets track Wall Street declines. Japan exports notch steepest drop over 4 years. Talk about crypto. Everything's green over in crypto except for XRP is unchanged. But Bitcoin is at 113,000 right now. Let's see what's on the list for our calendar today. Today is Wednesday. We've got crude oil inventories at 10:30. Okay, 10:30 crude oil inventories. 11 o'clock, FOMC member Waller will speak. Those minutes will come out at 2. Okay, when those minutes come out, we can expect a little volatility. That's why you got a red folder where people will take and digest that information. You will see something today, probably will see something happen. But generally, in my opinion, that's all it really is opinion. The market absorbs that news the next day, primarily. But I feel like after yesterday's sell-off, that today we're probably going to see some kind of pop. Janae says, if I buy your debt, I control you. You give inauguration money, I control you. I take 15% of your revenue, I control you. This has to stop. Hey, Selena. Yep. Which is why people sitting up on the stage during the inauguration and all that stuff, because they're anyway. Tomorrow we've got unemployment happening before market opens. Flash manufacturing PMI is also tomorrow. But today we're looking out for those FOMC meeting minutes at 2 o'clock. What the market does leading up to that, not really sure, but definitely we always, as every day, trade what we see. Day one of Jackson Hole starts tomorrow, so we're anticipating that as well. Yesterday's sell-off was pretty, it felt bad. I'm sure if you look at it in the overall scheme of things, it probably wasn't as bad as it looked, but it was a pretty drastic. It took us back down to about 6,400. And I think when we look at our charts, we're at like 6,407 in S&P 500 right now. So we're right down around 6,400. What they say, correction. Let's look at what investing.com has. Crude oil inventories at 10:30, 11 o'clock. We got Waller speaking. FOMC minutes at 2. Says Jackson Hole actually starts at 8 o'clock tonight. Shows it maybe they have a little kickoff banquet or something that starts this evening. That would make sense. Something social to start, a happy hour, if you want to call it that. What they call it, not a happy hour. When you're doing professional things, you don't call it happy hour. You call it something else, but it means the same thing. It pretty much means the same thing. We just go get together in the evening, socialize, shake hands. Hey, ain't seen you in forever. We go drink a little bit, eat a little bit, do all that, and then the next day we're gonna get down to business. What's it called when you're in the? I don't forgot what it's called. I did so many of them when I was in corporate America. Okay, let's go see. Let me see if I can pick out, if I can get this to open up in a relatively fast fashion so we can see some earnings for today. Okay, so Wednesday we had Target this morning, TJ Maxx this morning, Estee Lauder did their earnings, reported their earnings this morning, Zim, Analog Digital, Baidu's this morning, Lowe's. Aftermarket today we got BBVA, or BBAR is their ticker, CAAP, which is Corporation America Airports. Okay. Cody, Nordson, Ascentage, Telich, and Unified. Tomorrow morning, we will have Walmart, Canadian Solar, Billy, OSI Systems. And that's kind of it. And then tomorrow after close, we got Zoom, Workday, Intuit, and Ross. BJ's is on Friday. All right. E2T University is open. I decided to extend another 24 hours to make sure everybody gets a good price point. Everybody, if you didn't sign up yet, you need to come on, get yourself signed up at the best price point. Networking, that's a good time. We'll call it networking, where we stand around and shake hands and smile and do small talk. How are the kids? You don't care nothing about them people, kids. So, anyway, E2T University is open. I'll swing back around to that in a minute. But let's go look at the charts. What? Oh, yep, we're on the 15-minute chart. Oh, no, let's do another thing. This is not showing big enough there. Oh, but I want to go to Adam first before I get here. But I could do this first and then go to Adam's numbers so we can see what yesterday did. Well, this doesn't show us yesterday. This shows us right now. Let's look at yesterday before we go look at right now. I can turn off VWAP. And don't say nothing about my lines. Don't say nothing about my lines. Okay? Don't say nothing about my lines. I know y'all finna say something. I'm gonna say something. Watch. Don't say nothing. I need to use my I got a plan. I got a plan for y'all. I got a plan because I can go right over here and put the same things in, and it don't have all those lines. Because I know y'all be on here like, well, how in the world can she see what's going on with all those lines? See, there we go. Look at that clean chart. It is a clean chart. There is a clean chart. Look at there. Listen, y'all don't know about me. You better ask somebody who is our listener. You better ask them. I was telling my students that yesterday. I was like, y'all signed up for this class because somebody told y'all I was her. That's how y'all end up in here. You went to rate my professor and looked, or you asked a friend, you phoned a friend, you did something to find out who you should pick. And you found your way in here because somebody told you I was her. Right? Okay, so I can help you get past this class, but I will not overwork you. I will not work harder than you will work on your own grade. Okay, so this is SPX from yesterday, right? It dropped down. It opened, not we. I wasn't even there. I was teaching and trying to manage my emotions because I had a 1 DTE going, which I should have closed back up in here really before this fell off. But at the time this fell off, I was teaching. So I didn't even see this big old monstrous drop. But Janae did. Janae saw the monstrous drop and she got into her a good old credit spread, a call credit spread. Anyway, it opened yesterday at 64.49. Looks like 64.45 looks like is where it opened yesterday. did a little bit of a run up, and it was just that a little bit, closed the little gap that it had left from Monday, and then fell off. We've got a nice set of tweezers right here for those who have taught us about tweezers. 64.45. She is spinning and smashing the hits. Definitely go smash some hits now. And then nice little set of tweezers right here fell off right after that. 64.45. It didn't go nowhere near there after that. This is what we look at though. Well, as sellers, where are places where the prices won't go? Where is price not going? And these tweezers, all this stuff up here, let us know that price was not coming back up here. And it did. This long wick said, I'm going down. There we go. And it fell off after that and went on down from there. So we had a down day. It had a few little places where it tried to stop though. It did try to stop a couple times. It tried to stop at 64.27, tried to stop again at 64.11. But if you're looking at, when you're looking at reversals and whether it will turn around and stuff like that, if it can pull back, as I've heard, and I think there's some weight to this. If you've got a big red candle like this one here, and it tries to turn around, but it can't get past 50% of this candle, then it's probably it's going to be most likely a continuation. If it can't get, now that 50% rule is, but if it can get past the halfway point, it may keep going upwards. But if it doesn't get past halfway, it's most likely going to continue the direction it's going. So that's what it did. We actually had a failed two down here, but this did not signal going on up. Excuse me. But this 9-period moving average came in and played resistance right here at this 9-period. If I turned on VWAP, probably VWAP is in here somewhere too. And VWAP played it going right on down. Is that the 9-period moving average, or is this the 9-period moving average? Which one of these? Let's see. Because that's a darker green. I need to change the colors on here so I can know which is which. I need to know which is which. Because that's not the way to do that. I can't have both of y'all being green. Hello? How am I supposed to know which one of y'all is the one? Okay, let me fix that. All right, there we go. I fixed it. So now the red is the 100-period moving average, and this green is the 9. This green here is the 9, and it stayed below that 9-period moving average all the way on down. It never did, but this was a 100. Now the 100-period moving average, strong resistance. Okay, that's a strong resistance. That 100-period moving average, strong resistance. We know that anybody who's watching and working with moving averages, I'm not trying to train on here. I'm just on here just talking about what happened in the pre-market. Here I am training. Anyway, the 100-period moving average is a strong resistance, strong support or resistance. So when price bumps into that like it did right here, this is the 100. This red line running across here is the 100-period moving average. When it bumped up into that, again, it's gonna have a hard time going past there. So poop, and it went on back down some more, and the 9 is there as well. So that's why this is where our charting comes into effect, and this is the kind of stuff that I teach inside of E2T University. This is the kind of stuff that is taught inside of E2T University, is how do you use these charts? There we go. E2T University, run the ticker, run the ticker, run the ticker. The kind of stuff that is taught is how do we use these charts to help us get in trades, stay in trades? How do we use them? This would have been a good, if you were somebody who was looking to where to enter, this would have been a good entry point. Once it turned around right here, once it bounced off of this 100-period, this is a good entry point with continuation going down, because that 100-period moving average is going to play strong resistance. So you say, okay, this is a good spot. Boom, going on down. Again, if I turned on VWAP, we're still below VWAP. The sellers are still in control. Go on from there. Okay. I was not here to teach, but this is the kind of stuff that we do teach inside of E2T University. If you don't know what I'm talking about, or you didn't know that, that's an indication that you need to get signed up while the price is right. All right. We got 12 weeks. E2T University is 12 weeks of training on how do you use the stock market for consistent income. How to use the stock market for consistent income. Okay, let's move to see what Adam's talking about. Then I'll come back to the chart and see what the indices are doing in the pre-market. It's almost 9 o'clock. So we're about 33 minutes away from market opening. Okay. Here we go. Adam says yesterday was the first sale set up in weeks. For a week, SPX was range bound 64.80, 64.40 was their range bound. 64.33 failure would trigger the sale yesterday as posted. My targets were 64.19, 64.09, 63.85 to 90. We hit 63.85 to 90 exact overnight. The plan 6400 is support and it has held. 6400 is support, it has held. 6409, 6416 to 19, and 6430 are up next. That's going back up a little bit, right? 6409, 16 to 19, and 6430. Put those on your chart. Put those on your chart. Put those levels on your chart. I'm gonna tell y'all, Adam is like a sniper. I need to see him. I really have like a picture in my mind of what Adam looks like. But Adam, I mean, he is like a sniper as far as these numbers go. His technical analysis is strong. The energy is strong with that one. Yeah, his technical analysis is strong. I'm working towards that. Ooh, I'm working towards it. So that way I can look at some stuff and be like, yep, I see it. I see it. I see it. Okay. If 63.90 fails, then we dip. Then SPX will dip. At this point, let's see where SPX is right now. SPX, let me finish this. The gap between SPX and ES is 20 points. So if you are following Adam's tweets, you need to subtract 20 points from his numbers if you're trading SPX. All right. If you're trading XSP, 638 to 643 is the range. Currently, SPX 500 is at 6407. It's at 6407. I'm changing, putting this on the right screen. Come on, show us, show us, show us. There we go. 6407 is where SPX is right now. Okay, it came right on up out of 6391. Came right out of here. Got a couple steps along the way, 63.94, 64.03. I'm on the 30-minute chart. Got some stair steps coming up, right? So it's just coming on up and doing its thing. 64.07 is where it is right now. All righty. Let's go look at the pre-market stocks. We'll see what they're doing right now. SPY in the pre-market. Head over to 15-minute chart. I might still need the 30. SPY closed yesterday at 639.75. It's currently at 639.28, so about 50 cents lower than where it started yesterday. So it'll be a lot of pre-market movement that has happened. It took a little dip, just like SPX, made of the same stuff, obviously. It went down as low as 637.22, and it's at 639 again. So it took a little dip in the pre-market, but it's on the recovery this morning. All right. Triple Q closed yesterday at 569.27. It's currently at 568.37. So it is below where it closed yesterday by about 50 points, 50 cents. Sorry, not 50 points, 50 cents. Okay. No, actually about $1. It's down about $1 from where it closed yesterday. That's Triple Q. Tech still getting hit a bit. IWM closed yesterday at 226.20. It's currently at 226.03, so down about 20 cents. Oh, I did not want you to put you there, okay? Down about 20 cents on IWM. Let's see. I see a comment up here. Hey, good morning, Will. Zabat the Midget. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. All righty. So we will, as always, what do we do in these parts? We trade what we see. We trade what we see. We trade what we see. Yes, we do. I'm swinging back around to E2T University because I want to make sure that everybody knows and has the opportunity to see that we are open. It is open for enrollment. It's actually going to start September 22nd. So we do have some time before it gets started, but it's open for everyone. Just like at regular college. You don't sign up today and start today. You sign up and then you get yourself prepped and ready. We start to prepare you and get you ready to start. All right. 12 weeks of learning. Go ahead and get in with the early bird pricing. 12 weeks of learning over there. All right. I think I have the link running at the bottom. You can also just go to my website and sign up. A2T University registration at educator2trader.com. All righty. Build your foundation, something that you can build on and stand on and put more weight on it. So that way, when you start to grow and to scale up your trading, you need to have something like that. So that way, when you start putting on more contracts and putting more money behind your trades, you know what you're looking at. It's one thing when you've got 30, 40, 100, $500, but when you're talking about $5,000, $10,000 on a trade, you need to make sure that you know what you're looking at. Because if it can all be gone in the drop of some stock prices, you need to know some technical analysis. It's not just $400 or $500. And when it's $4,000 or $5,000, it's a different place, right? Hey, cuz, how you doing? You need to be ready. So that's why you need to have the foundation, right? E2T University is open for enrollment. We're going to be talking about it. So I'm going to keep talking about it until we start, because I'm trying to make sure that we can get as many people trained as possible. I have folks all the time who are either in my inbox or they email me or whatever, asking about what can they do? How do they get started? And I don't know if people think it's just something like you can give I can give a quick little 15-minute TED talk and you can be making money. It definitely does not work like that. But then when I start talking about let's get together let's put some training, because it's going to take seat time for this. This isn't something you're going to learn in the car. I mean, you can add to your learning in the car, but this is not in passing kind of thing. It's going to take intentionality. I start talking about let's do some education and people are like, I ain't got time for that. But anything worth having, period, is going to be worth working for. And we put time in this. Everybody who you see who is posting profits, it's because they've had some seat time. They put time into their learning, time into their development, time into their education. They've spent some money. They've lost some money. They've earned some money. Anybody who's posting profits can show you they've lost probably just as much money as they posted in profits. They've lost it on the way. The seat time is real. Period. Okay. The emotional stuff that goes with it, the psychology of trading, all that stuff is real. But we can help you circumvent some of that stuff. You don't have to go through it all yourself when somebody else has been through it and they can show you the way. You don't have to discover the journey. Somebody can help walk you through and help you avoid the landmines. But E2T University is open. Not trying to convince anybody to come on, because we already know that there's gold at the end of this rainbow. Okay, we already know. That's why people are doing it and working on it, because they know there's gold here. Some people ain't even trying to tell you nothing, because they know, and they're like, I'm not even trying to convince you. I'm just gonna go get the gold and just continue to eat. I'm not gonna try to tell you nothing. Some people are just like, my for and no more. Some of us out here trying to bring people along. Come on. There's gold over here. Other people is like, child, boy, I ain't telling them nothing. I'm just going to get the gold. I'm telling you, sometimes though, it can be frustrating when you try to tell people, come this way, go this way, and they're just looking at you like, At some point, you're like, okay, well, I'll take who want to go. And that's what we do. We take whoever wants to go. All right, let's move on. Let's do our declaration so I can wrap up and get myself ready to go to school. I got to go teach today. It's teaching day today. We were doing introductions and hey, the soft feely stuff was the last 2 days. Today is where we get down into the grits and gravy. Oh, I don't eat gravy with my grits, but y'all got the point. Unless it's shrimp and grits gravy, because the gravy from the shrimp and grits gravy, that stuff is good. Okay, stay on task, Arlissa. E2T Traders Declaration. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. Sometimes I'm not as focused as I need to be because I be trying to teach, trying to trade, trying to do all the things. Anyway, I declare my wins exceed my losses and my account is growing steadily. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I'm a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. Lord, as you gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. All righty, all righty. It's been wonderful hanging out with you all this morning. Go check out, again, E2T Universe if that's something you're interested in. We're going to be here. We're going to be teaching those who want to be taught. We're going to be growing those who want to be grown. And we're going to be profiting with those who want to be profiting. Okay? We want to do at least 3 things a day. We want to stay green. We want to get this money. And we want to have a great green day. All right, everybody. I'll see you in the market. Goodbye. Bye-bye, everyone.